Hey everybody, welcome to the first OA Wrestling Podcast episode of the new year. First one in quite a while. Yeah, that's basically we've had some ups and downs more or less behind the scenes, but we are back. We are back now, and let's see. We'll go into some stuff regarding the show in just a moment, but first things first. Let's go into who's joining me for this week on the show, and well, we didn't start with an audio botch this week.
I was about to say.
However, well, the good thing is that the good thing is that this is only seen by our live audience, but because our setup is that I normally put the date on the live stream that while we're recording, and I accidentally put the 15th.
Fast forwarded 10 days into the future.
Yeah, we're recording on January 5th, 2016. I accidentally put January 15th. Oh well.
Yeah.
But anyway,
was the case when we're just a week away from the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Right? I think. I'm not sure. I don't know my dates.
Yeah.
It's on
24th was the Rumble, was it?
It's going to be on the 24th on Sunday, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so to get things started off here, of course, let's go into the people that are joining me this week for the fucking hell, Rally, you're not joining me. Anyway,
Rally wants to talk about how Axel Mania is going to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Well, no, he hasn't been eliminated from last year.
all right. Anyway, so you can hear some of the voices that are joining me already. Of course, to start things off with. Of course, we got Cole.
Meow.
Worst cat ever.
Better than yours.
Hey, mine's
Oh,
cute.
Stop being such a pussy.
Hey, Cole, that's actually incorrect because at least mine's cute.
Hey.
Yo, you just got shut down.
and also joining us is AJ.
That right there is just an accurate thought of WWE at this point.
Thank you, Kimchi.
Exactly.
And
What you mean, Kamala?
finally we have our actually kind of returning to the show after a while is our resident retired wrestler, Mr. Chef Joe.
The hell? If you're trying to have music, you're failing miserably.
Well, what? But yours the man.
We couldn't even hear it.
We could barely hear it, dude.
Oh, fine.
Are you playing it off your phone?
Fine. I'll just do this then.
Oh, Jesus. Close enough.
Listen, if you want to have good phone tech, this is how you do it. Still have that app.
Well, whatever.
I still have that app.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. It is not getting deleted.
Of course it's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so where the hell have you been, Chef?
I took up a temporary job that mainly had me working nearly 60 hours a week.
And
Chef
show
needed his sleep.
And the show suffered because of it.
We didn't have a show.
We didn't?
No.
Well,
We haven't had a show for like 3 weeks.
it's been a few weeks since we've actually recorded, and honestly, this is probably gonna be the first show that's gonna have gone up on the channel since I think around Survivor Series.
Did we actually get
TLC,
that episode with a really good discussion that you liked?
I may isolate that out and just put it up on its own, make it
And
like a special.
And you're still the champ, Suki.
Yeah, because we still don't know who won TLC, so I'm just calling it bullshit and Suki's still champ. Thanks, Reese.
That shows how much we give a shit at this point.
I was studying for finals, so I couldn't take down picks, and I gave it to Reese, and Reese is like...
So Reese just went full on...
Reese went full on Festus.
Of
And
course.
he was like, biscuits are gaming!
But did you have a ring bell on standby?
Yeah. It was a specially made Japanese bell. So every time like an NJPW thing happened, he fucking freaked out.
Anyway, but
Yeah.
we should address one elephant in the room regarding format.
I'm not that fat, you asshole.
Not you, dipshit. Talking about the show's format.
Yeah,
Suki,
which
talk about this.
right.
Yeah, which I think here's what I've decided, because Really, especially for me at work, I'm starting to work a lot of longer days as well. So I'm trying to find a balance where I can do this show and also do some of the other. Also get back to making content for the channel as well. So I'm trying to find that balance, and I think one step towards that is that this show, I think, is we're going to pretty much start going to recording pretty much about every 2 weeks. So we're going to have live recordings about every 2 weeks, unless there's something that comes up that we absolutely feel like we have to record for, like I would,
Death.
huh? Yeah, like I would say, like when Dusty Rhodes passed, we probably would have been something that we would have.
When Iron Sheik dies this year.
Yeah, like we're just like in those cases, it'll be literally just us doing a recording for maybe 15, 20 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
But
because honestly, this is just me talking. Doing it every single week, it's like, oh shit, I'm pretty much now expected to watch Raw every single Monday night. And for those of you that watch Raw, you guys know how tiring that can get because it's a fucking 3-hour marathon. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I can't sit there and normally I have no problem watching SmackDown. SmackDown, it's no issue, mostly since I read the spoilers, but it's 2 hours. 2 hours I can sit there. I'm so sick of 3 hours of bullshit. I'm done with 3-hour Monday Night Raws. I'll watch it in chunks, but I just can't sit there and watch it all the time. I just can't anymore.
AJ, remember, tell everyone Raw's going to 8. Khalid's here, check your prostate.
What?
Remember that fucking commercial where Triple H Vince McMahon kept telling people, remember, Raw is going to 8 o'clock, and the word kept going around totally wrong.
I have to bake a cake. Cake. Freaking
Yo,
big
boss.
show.
The show's in Kuwait?
CM Punk standing in the
Have
middle.
you guys
of
seen the new commercials for SmackDown on USA?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one with the Wyatt family is fucking funny.
He seems so chill. It's weird.
That's him. That is Bray Wyatt, pretty much out of character.
It's like
No, but still, I try so hard to sit there and watch Raw, but it just can't hold my attention anymore. It's sad. I don't want to say that because I've always watched Raw every single Monday night, but now it's I'm just tired of okay, segment for about 3 minutes, commercial break, commercial break, commercial break. It's kill me fucking now.
Yeah,
the goddamn commercial breaks.
The only reason I went to Raw last week or 2 weeks ago was for 1, the New Day, 2, did John Cena return, and 3, Enzo Amore, because I thought he might debut.
I can almost guarantee you right now, Cole, you were there.
I was there.
When you went to Raw, when it went to commercial breaks, when the crowd was, did it just show the Raw graphic on the Titantron? Because that's what it did for me.
It went dark.
Seriously?
It either went dark or went to Raw.
That is so fucking funny.
And the thing was, the fucking matches were boring. Well, no, matches were fine. The fucking Divas match that started the show, I saw people were reviewing it and said it's a great match. I don't understand why the crowd was chanting boring. It's because during the fucking commercial, Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks were fucking hugging each other more than a Brazzers video.
And Yomi Raw last week was in Brooklyn.
We bring in the hood to you.
Yeah, no, they didn't show up.
But it's just I went to Raw for 3 reasons, and all those reasons made the thing fun. But the rest of Raw was kind of meh. And 3 hours, I was when you're there, time goes by less quick, or time goes by quicker, so because you're enjoying it more. And maybe it's because I was eating some fine Italian sausage. But yeah, I could not imagine watching that one at home.
Yeah, oh my god, watching it was just...
Did you hear about the Vince McMahon arrest angle?
Oh yeah. No, let me, gratuitous plug on my podcast, the Broadcast, Suki, we laughed about that during the anime segment.
Yeah, we got way off track to the point that we were talking about the Vince McMahon mugshot.
Yeah.
Two
yeah.
things about that, AJ. First off, the NYPD got actual calls about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And two, this brought up something very interesting that I want to hear your guys' opinions on.
Okay.
So you remember when Stephanie got arrested last year?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
People were wondering why she didn't get a mugshot. The reason for that, apparently, is that Triple H said she didn't want a mugshot of his wife on the internet that could interfere with her job as COO. Or not COO, whatever she is.
She's the vice president of something.
Isn't
basically-
it media relations?
Media.
Yeah, I think that's it. So he basically, the idea was like, the idea about a mugshot went around, and Vince McMahon said, "Oh, that's great, I love it," and it went to Triple H, and he hated it. He didn't want a picture of Stephanie on TV online with that because it thought it would bring up a bad image.
Oh,
You know,
and then putting the chairman of the board in a mugshot.
That's because Vince doesn't give a shit.
Well, yeah.
Also, let's just think of the fact that I like the idea that Vince McMahon's already gone, but Stephanie can be saved. Stephanie's image can be saved. Hey, Suki, could you bring up that image of her at the wedding?
Yeah, I guess we'll. Oh, you're talking about the one for the Triple H one where she.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the renewal of the vows thing where?
The renewal of vows one.
Yeah.
That
I'm
fits.
pretty sure if people saw that would put some people off. A mugshot, though. Oh.
Okay, I can confirm. She's the chief board officer of
She's the
WWE.
CBO.
Yeah, CBO.
Which I can't even remember what. God dang it! The whole all the corporate structure of like of boards just like I don't really understand the whole structure of that.
Don't worry, I'll be
there's
running in about 5 years.
CEO, COO, CCO, Elemental P.
QRX, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know anymore. My
But
brain's
yeah,
dude, it's like, dude, my brain is like fried right now. So. I don't even
Also,
know.
Stephanie McMahon. Yeah, you'll find it. But yeah, that's just. I hated that where I just thought Triple H basically said, "You can't do anything to my wife," but yeah, dude, it's my father-in-law. I don't give a fuck.
Well, remember the father-in-law is still boss over Triple H.
No, he isn't.
Yeah, he is.
Doesn't Triple H control more than Vince now?
No. Vince.
Nope. Vince is still.
Vince is still the majority owner of the WWE.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but no, I meant because I remember when Kurt Angle tried to come back, he tried to go through Vince, and Triple H got angry, and then Vince said, "Oh no, Triple H runs that."
I think
that's because
of
Triple
relations.
H's talent relations.
Oh, that's right.
Or is that what he does? I'm pretty sure he.
Triple H.
Yeah, isn't he head of talent now?
He's head of.
Last I checked, yeah.
Yeah, he's head of talent.
That, let's see.
And he's still head. Obviously he's still head lead on whatever the hell NXT.
Yeah, because
he's executive vice president of talent, live events, and creative for WWE. So yeah, he's the head honcho for that.
And speaking of Triple H, like there have been reports like the last while saying like he's aware. He is very much aware of fan frustration with the product in terms of like creative direction, and he believes that the WWE is going to get to a better place creative wise. But yeah, from recent weeks, yeah, you got a long way to prove, Hunter.
By the way, I found it, Suki, if you couldn't find it.
I think he's waiting for like the right people to come in.
Well, you've had shitty fucking Hollywood writers writing the goddamn shit for the last several years.
Maybe we don't need Hollywood writers. We need wrestling writers.
Yeah, I want wrestling writers to write these stories. I want good booking again.
Yeah,
You want wrestling
It's fucking worth a
writers.
damn.
help hire Reese.
You know what? I'd rather have Reese run the show.
You started with the right letter.
No.
No, not him.
Yes, him.
No,
No,
He can save us.
He's gone cuckoo.
I'd rather. No, I don't want another Brawl for All tournament.
Brawl for All was fucking great, asshole.
Brawl for All is fucking stupid.
Honestly,
We
I
have
almost
this debate every week.
Yeah, I will say I almost wonder because I mean he's already basically said I don't think or at least I'm pretty sure he's pretty much said he's not going to come back to wrestling. But I mean, would you accept Eric Bischoff coming back into a creative role?
Eric Bischoff?
I feel like because I mean he was basically creative for WCW before Russo got there.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
with him as head creative for WCW, yeah, look how well that turned out.
Well, no, time out. He got fucked because of creative control. Not him.
With Bischoff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember Bischoff got screwed because like basically he was pretty much what he did was I think at first he was kind of hands on, and then he just decided, and then when Kevin Nash and Hogan got creative control, he just sort of started letting them do. He basically started letting them make decisions.
When it came to so it was mostly Hogan and Nash that wanted to just completely bury that entire roster and just have everyone get beat up by the NWO.
Increase their paychecks.
It's pretty much like there's so many places, like so many specials that will tell you that every time, never have an active wrestler be involved in creative. Never do that because they will they might start working at first, but then eventually it's gonna get to them. They're gonna be in the main event spot, and they're gonna do whatever they can to keep themselves there.
Did CM Punk and Paul Heyman? Wait, did CM Punk like when he was at ECW with Paul Heyman? Didn't he learn? Didn't he just stay with him all the time and actually learn creative and learn tech shit?
Yeah, and keep in mind, CM Punk wrote that entire angle with the Straight Edge Society. Mm-hmm. That was all CM Punk. WWE Creative had no involvement in that.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, he did that back in the Indies, and it worked really well for him. So he thought
he had a Straight Edge. He had a Straight Edge gimmick back in the Indies. It was more, I'm Straight Edge, so that means I'm better than you. That was all he really had.
Well, it kind of started off in the Indies, then it kind of evolved into this.
It evolved more into the Straight
Then Festus came.
The Straight Edge Society was more of an evolved.
No, okay, Cole, that's not the same guy.
Luke Gallows. Yeah, it was.
Luke Gallows came out of that.
Luke Gallows was Festus.
No, we're talking about that's Doc Gallows.
Doc Gallows, sorry.
Doc Gallows, Doc Gallows was never Luke Gallows.
Wait, yeah, it was.
That's the same guy, Suki.
It is?
Yes.
God dang it! Wait, hang on. Let me double check this here.
I'm telling you, it's the same dude.
Drew Gallows is Luke Gallows, is Doc Gallows, is Festus, is Doc.
No, his name is Drew Hankinson.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, but it's the same dude.
Doc Gallows, Festus.
Drew Hankinson is fake Kane, Festus.
There it is. Okay, Gallows. Yeah. Okay, because I remember we were talking about him before, and the whole Luke Gallows thing did not come up.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, Luke Gallows, they actually explained how, because they explained that, he was, originally, they didn't say the name Festus when they brought him into the Straight Edge Society. They said, CM Punk saved him from drugs because they made him, what was it, like a speechless Neanderthal or something like that. Yeah, and everyone knew, oh shit, Festus.
This is real.
And no one fucking knew where Jesse was.
He became a wigger, if I remember correctly.
What?
Oh wait, Gangster Jesse.
Whatever happened? Like, what did Jesse even do after Jesse and Festus split?
Jesse, he got cornrows and he joined up with Crime Time for a little bit.
Yeah, you don't remember?
No.
It was so bad.
It was really bad.
I don't remember this at all.
It's best if you do not remember. That's all I can say.
Hearing it, I'd rather not.
Let's see. Terry Ray Gordy.
Slam Master J.
Yeah, he became Slam Master J after Jesse and Festus.
Slam what? Hang on, run that by me one more time.
Jesse appeared on the June 26th edition of SmackDown during the first televised edition of Crime Time's Word Up internet show. During this segment, Jesse reprised his thug wannabe mannerisms from his Ray Jeezy gimmick. Oh, jeez.
I guess I gotta post a picture of it.
Oh, apparently that was his old thing. Apparently that was an old thing, but yeah. During this segment, Jesse, on SmackDown airing, was officially renamed Slam Master J. His first match with his moniker was on August 7th, defeating Charlie Haas. He then formed a tag team with Jimmy Wang Yang and faced the Hart Dynasty on 2 occasions and lost.
One second. I really hope this gets into the recording.
Don't worry. It'll stay in the recording.
Okay. Gordy was released from WWE contract on April 22nd, 2010, along with several other talents. Following his departure, Gordy retired from wrestling and began working as a police officer in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So,
oh god, Suki might encounter him.
Yeah, my car got hit. The cops are here right now. One of them's wearing this do-rag.
It's still, that's... Oh my god, it's stupid. How would you... Well, alright, Estef, why would you ever even miss Jimmy Wang Yang?
He's
alright.
Jimmy Wang Yang had potential. It really just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, great talent. I'll say this about Jimmy Wang Yang. Great talent, awful gimmick.
Well, he actually kind of pulled it off. He wasn't too offensive, and
here's the thing: that gimmick,
right amount, and people loved him.
The thing is that gimmick was actually. I mean, he did that gimmick in several other places, and it worked.
I don't know.
But it worked in other places, but for some reason, when he came to WWE, it just did not.
Why was Suki putting up that GIF?
Oh well, I guess we'll put it up, but we'll put it up at another time. But yeah. I mean, yeah, that's we've got it on file now. So
we got it on file now.
Yeah,
it's there.
Anyway, let's see. So we were talking about the format of the show. So the format of the show is, we're gonna kind of we're going bi-weekly. 2, I'm basically allowing ourselves to run a little bit longer. I'm still gonna cut us off at a certain point. If we get towards that, but something I want to kind of go with is the show. I want to be more like, we were it was kind of turning into sort of like a Raw recap or attempt at every week. I think what it's going to be more is we'll kind of look more general at this point. We'll be more general about it. Like, just we'll talk about stuff that was that maybe WWE overall is doing, and we'll mention stuff that's happened on Raws. But, we're not going to be trying to say, like, oh, we have to talk about Raw, sort of thing.
Yeah, because that's the way it was kind of feeling after a while. It was just like,
Honestly, all I wanted to talk about after Raw was New Day.
Yeah, so basically now we can kind of take 2 weeks, and it'll allow us to kind of look through the new stuff that comes out during that time, and then we'll have stuff to talk about. So, then we can kind of go from that. So... And speaking of that, we might as well go ahead and move on to probably one of the bigger pieces of news that literally just came out, probably within a day or so of this recording, is that there's huge indications that we've got 4 fairly big, 2 really big talents and two other at least notable talents probably making their way to WWE. And
they do kind of need to fill in all the injuries that we have.
Well, yeah, because we lost Seth Rollins. Yeah, he'll be back.
We lost Sting, we lost Seth Rollins, we lost Cesaro, we lost Randy Orton, we lost Cena for a while.
Whoa. Hang out. What happened to Randy Orton?
Orton re-injured his shoulder, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Again? How did he fucking re-injure it this time?
I think it was a house show.
Yeah,
I think it was a house show, and pretty much at this, I think this time, and I think WWE's pretty much telling him, you're not coming back until you're absolutely 100%.
Wade Barrett isn't fucking wrestling because he's like on Raw, but he doesn't do anything because he's injured.
He's got nerve damage.
Yeah. Then we got Cena was out for a while.
Well, Cena wasn't injured. He was just.
Yeah, he was doing a TV show.
Yeah, he's back right now.
Tyson Kidd is dead. Tyson Kidd is still out with 12-year injury. Hideo Itami's out. Sami Zayn just came back, but he was out for fucking half a year.
7 months.
Half a year. Fucking everyone's going down.
Yeah, and I think I have to agree that I get it. The WWE has, and wrestling in general has always been like a road grind, and just in general. But maybe WWE does need to look at maybe toning down their schedule. Mm-hmm. Maybe because I think what is it? It's Raw, it's live Raw, SmackDown taping, and then there's 2-3 house shows over the weekend.
And don't they have main event and superstars? As well,
main event. No, those are recorded during Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, it's beforehand.
All right.
Yeah, so they've got that. So you've already got that going. Maybe they need to tone it down to. If they're because that's one of the things is that really guys aren't getting a lot of the downtime they need to. It's also a fact that means some of these guys are they're going injured and then some of them are just refusing to take the time off.
Mm-hmm.
Some
of them need that money.
Sir, is Tyson Kidd actually never going to return? I know he's lucky to be alive right now, but
he just needs a lot of time to recover because he had serious neck injury, and neck injury.
I know that.
Here's the thing: he can come back. Remember, Stone Cold came back after his, and his was pretty fucking serious too.
Same thing with Gregory Helms too.
Sugar Shane Helms.
Honestly, you know what? If some manner he gets to come back to WB, I hope to hell he gets to do the Sugar Shane Helms gimmick.
That'd be awesome.
No.
Dude, come on! A combination of the Godfather and Hurricane.
That sounds awesome.
I'm good.
He teams up with New Day.
Speaking of New Day.
We were talking about the whole signing thing, but yeah.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, we were talking about the signing thing because, and I think Tails in our chat kind of brought up. It said back to. That's only in the case of like one of them because here's the thing: New Japan Pro Wrestling basically just got the resignation, or not resignation, but intent not to re-sign of four of their top guys, and the two lesser ones are. Okay, I remember Doc Gallows and who's the other guy in the Bullet Club? That was with him. That's not the big name. Ah, crap. What was it?
Where's Reese when we need him?
Carl. Oh yeah, Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson. So those two pretty much put in. And if you recognize the name Gallows, yes, as we were talking about, Doc Gallows is Luke Gallows. So I'm surprised I thought he left WB not on the best terms either.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised he even wants to go back after all the shit they did to Punk.
Yeah, but
because like CM Punk and Luke Gallows are like outside of the ring, they're actually like best buds. So it's like I bet Punk's like, why the fuck would you even want to go back?
Yeah, but
and it's like, but Phil, NXT is so good.
And I can honestly, if CM Punk were to ever, and I doubt it'll ever happen, decide to come back, I'm pretty sure like that would be the one place he'd go. But
yeah, but that's Hunter's baby.
Exactly, and him and Triple H hate each other, so
anything is possible.
Triple H is basically going to him. Triple H is like holding the shovel behind his back. Yeah, it's fine, CM. It's fine, Punk. Come back. It's fine.
He's holding the shovel. He's holding the shovel, and on the shovel it says "Summer of Punk 2011." If that's what essentially happened, it's like Punk was like the hottest thing in wrestling at that time, and Triple H just immediately buried him at Night of Champions.
Yeah, I was also going to say
that was the one thing that it's like I can forgive Triple H for a lot of stupid shit, but that is that is the one thing I will never, ever forgive Triple H.
You can forgive Katie Vick?
No,
no one will ever forgive Katie Vick.
No one will ever forgive that. No.
You can forgive like firing China after he started fucking Stephanie?
Well, he technically wasn't part of the board.
There are a few exceptions to the rule, but I will never forgive.
You can forgive the Reign of Terror where he held the fucking world championship for I think almost 2 years?
I did actually that was actually one of my favorite Triple H title reigns.
Okay.
Yeah,
he beat Booker T in a very racist match.
How was that a racist match?
Do you remember the lead up to that?
I remember reading that. I remember that.
Where it's like, your kind isn't gonna hold this title.
When did he say that?
You don't remember the lead up to that WrestleMania? Booker T is like, I'm gonna beat you.
Cole, okay. This was 2003. I don't remember.
Okay, what I can say is what he was intending on was he was referring him as a WCW guy, but when you think of it more,
The way it came. Oh, I see. Okay, wow. That's who the fuck greenlit that?
Vince McMahon probably.
Vince, you idiot.
and then Triple H crushed him at WrestleMania.
That was Booker actually came really, really close. I was rooting for Booker T during that.
Oh yeah, people were rooting for him.
I wanted Booker T to win, but I knew at the end of the day, I knew Triple H was going to retain.
Well, sir, real quick. Yeah, Booker T said the N-word live on TV, but that was by accident. Remember the time Vince McMahon said it on purpose to his face?
Wait, what?
That I don't remember.
When the hell did that happen?
Remember when Vince McMahon was talking to John Cena? He said, "What's up, my nigga?" And
Yeah, no, he didn't say that. No, he didn't.
Booker T and Charmel were right there.
Do I need to censor that?
I mean, it was an imitation, so if you want to.
I don't think we need to censor it.
It was I was doing imitation, but Vince McMahon said that to John Cena, and then he said, "What's up, blank?" And then walked away and then head bobs to Booker T, who goes, "Tell me he did not just say that."
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Okay, well let's move on here.
Yeah. Okay. So, kind of getting back to the story. So, yeah, those two guys who were both members of the Bullet Club, apparently turned in the resignation and big rumors are they're coming over to WB. Also included in those resignations and rumors of an NXT arrival. Their current Intercontinental Champion over there, Shinsuke Nakamura, who is pretty much one of their absolute top talents.
Isn't he didn't Reese say at one point, isn't he the John Cena of that?
I think so. Yeah, I believe that's who he was talking about. That, yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura is pretty much like the John Cena of in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, yeah, so the rumors are he's coming to WB, and I think as far as I think they're gonna have him drop the title before he leaves.
Yeah, unlike what they did with.
They're gonna have him drop. They're gonna have him drop the title.
Yeah, but the other one, which I'll admit, this is one that I'm kind of glad that he's gonna be in WB, but I'll admit I didn't think would actually ever happen.
Who?
AJ Styles.
Oh shit.
AJ Styles is leading New Japan, and they're pretty much confirming that because in the addition their TV taping after Wrestle Kingdom, the Bullet Club turned on AJ.
Huh? Could you now think about this for a second? If AJ Styles were to come to WWE and he rises up through the ranks of TNA, we also know. Did I say TNA like an idiot?
Yes, you did.
Fucking asshole.
See, this is what happens when we don't do a show for 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, he rises up through the ranks of NXT, and we also know of another superstar he previously worked with is also down there.
Oh man, just imagine him.
James Storm.
James Storm's
So
Joe. Just imagine they just look at him and they're like, "Is any more of us back?"
Now think of it this way, Chef. Now, they'll be cutting a promo against each other, and then AJ Styles AJ looks right at James Storm and says, "I think we're both here for the same reason. We're both here to make an impact." And then looks at the camera and then winks.
He just makes an impact. Look at the camera. Credits roll.
Okay. Sin Cara, see, I am aware of all these details as well. Is that rumors right now are that AJ may or may not appear at the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a really cool prediction if that actually came out of nowhere.
But as of right now, also the AJ and Nakamura have not signed NXT deals. Now there's two things to that. Either that means that they're going to be tested and see whether or not they're going to see whether or not they want to do it. Okay. It's kind of like what James Storm is doing. James Storm is actually still a free agent.
Wait, then why was he at NXT?
Because he was he wanted to pretty much try it out and see it. Basically, he was pretty much playing. He's pretty much playing his options.
NXT or
apparently he could still go anywhere because the rumors also going right now is that James Storm is going to have a meeting with TNA. coming
Time
up.
out though.
Uh-oh.
Does testing count like what Asuka did, where Asuka did, where she was like at Brooklyn watching?
Well, James Storm was at Respect. He actually was in the crowd at Respect and was watching. And then, wait, was it Respect? Was it after Respect that he had his?
It was after Respect was when he debuted at.
Yeah. So I think So that was the thing is like because it's not like he was the only one who had a whole deal where maybe he just had a couple of appearances, and that was it. Because I mean that's what happened with Gargano.
That's true.
Because Gargano did that. I think I'm still not sure if Ciampa ever actually signed a deal.
Oh, Ciampa had that match with Samoa Joe a few weeks back.
That's true, but I'm assuming he's got a deal. But
at this point, with AJ Styles, if they haven't signed NXT deals, I'm just going off of our chat. Does that mean they could possibly be pulled up to the main roster, like just come straight up to Raw?
And here's
possible.
I mean that is very possible because here's the thing, is like as far as in the wrestling business, AJ Styles is such a made name. People, because basically AJ Styles essentially built TNA.
He's the face of TNA.
I thought Jeff Jarrett built TNA.
Well, Jeff Jarrett founded TNA. Jeff Jarrett was the one that was there. But when you think of TNA, at least when I thought of TNA, AJ Styles was the guy that came up.
Thinking back to
he's one of the top guys.
As much shit as I give TNA nowadays, I still remember some of the great matches he had with friggin' who was it? Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels. He had great matches with Joe.
Those were some of the most unbelievable wrestling matches I've ever seen. And I give TNA a lot of crap. I give them crap upon crap upon crap. But those matches were unbelievable.
Are we going to get a TNA invasion?
Nah, I don't think so. Unless TNA... unless they go full WCW and go belly up, then maybe.
Yeah.
But they're not. They haven't gone belly up yet.
Look. I still own that TNA video game. I think slowly most of the roster in that game is going to WWE. All we need is Shark Boy and Kurt Angle.
Oh, they'll never hire Shark Boy.
I would love if they. Okay, I would love it if they brought in Shark Boy just to be stunned by Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then he takes the mic. That was for ripping me off, you son of a bitch.
Why is that? Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
Remember when Shark Boy
imitated Stone Cold Steve Austin for the longest time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's Stone Cold Shark Boy.
What was it?
He's Stone Cold Shark Boy.
Yeah, and that's why I would love it for Austin to stun him and then just say what he said.
That's for stealing my thing, you damn guppy.
Now you son of a bitch.
Yeah, but God, but yeah, it was, and it's kind of funny, but yeah, I remember a couple weeks ago, and I think that it was definitely a build up to try and get AJ into the company, but yeah, AJ, they released a video of AJ Styles having a match with Hurricane back in 2002 on Sunday Night Heat.
Oh Jesus, was that during? Wait,
that was right before AJ went over to TNA.
Oh,
well, AJ Styles was in WCW.
Oh, that's right. He was at the very end of WCW. That's right.
Right near the.
He was in the power plant. For a bit.
The power plant?
It was their training facility at the time.
Basically. That's what they called it?
The power plant, yep.
That sounds like freaking an attraction back when Nickelodeon Studios was a thing. What the hell?
To be fair, though, AJ, it did pave the way for the Performance Center NXT, so who gives a shit?
Good point. But
WCW doing something good.
But just going back to that video. Yeah, was that before WWE changed to WWE, or was that during the
it was still WWF at the time.
Oh, it was still the WWF. Okay.
Yeah, because it was AJ Styles versus Hurricane, and it wasn't just a straight up job match. AJ was given a chance to actually show off a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's kind of what it was back in the day, because before, look at Daniel Bryan and John Cena. They both had actually a really solid match on what was it, Velocity?
Yep. Look at Dean Ambrose with pink hair.
What?
Oh yeah. There's If you look,
Ambrose?
yeah, if you look it up, if you look up on WWE. I think it should be in the video library somewhere, maybe on YouTube. But yeah, there's a match for Val Venus versus John Moxley.
Oh God.
John Moxley. Wait, and John
Moxley was Dean Ambrose's indie name.
That was Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies.
What the hell?
Got fucked.
Yo, that's hilarious. What? Oh my god, that's so weird.
Yeah, that was like, remember, yeah, because pretty much when the Shield broke up and Dean Ambrose's character evolved into basically the Lunatic Fringe thing, yeah, basically WB basically let him be John Moxley again.
That's what I didn't watch Dean when he was on the Independents.
Yeah. Yeah, John Moxley was pretty much just a crazy guy.
But now, but now we have that again with him as the Lunatic Fringe.
But let's see. So it'll be interesting to see if them not having NXT deals means that they are in fact just being basic. They are pretty much being fast tracked to main roster. Because I can see that. I can definitely see that with AJ Styles because that is a big name, and I can tell you this right now. Especially if you do have him come in at the Rumble, that crowd will go insane.
Where's the Rumble again?
It's in Orlando, so they'll definitely go insane.
It's in Orlando. Oh man, that crowd will pop.
That crowd will pop. But here's the other reason that crowd would pop, even if it wasn't in Orlando. Think about it, the pay-per-view crowds are usually a lot more of the hardcore wrestling fans.
Usually.
Typically, yeah.
Unless you were at Survivor Series 2013.
Plus, it's not in Philly as well, so they don't have to worry about the ECW crowd.
Well, Roman Reigns is winning again, so I mean, hopefully.
Well, we don't really know that.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, we should briefly mention that. Just say
that is one of the that actually is one of the bigger things to come out of recently with the storylines, and we are talking about the most recent Raw. Is that Vince McMahon officially announced that for the first time since 1992, the Royal Rumble will be for the WWE title.
Yep.
I've said this before we started recording, and I will say it again here. I think this is just stupid. I still think this is one of the dumbest decisions I think Vince has made.
Yeah,
because it's like I understand they want to try to harken back in history, back to the 1992 Rumble, just out of nowhere, just like, hey, let's put the WWE Championship on the line. But that's the problem. Look who is WWE Champion right now. You got Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns won the title. He won the title. He's the champion. And he won the Rumble last year. And the fans absolutely destroyed him even after The Rock had come out.
Yeah, but time out. That was early 2014 or 2015 Roman Reigns.
I know that, but still. To have Roman win the Royal Rumble twice in a row, it's like, okay, last year didn't happen. This is the real reaction we wanted for Roman Reigns. And yes, the crowd has gotten behind Roman for the most part.
Twice in a lifetime.
But still, why have this? If Roman's going to win the Rumble again, that's just silly. That leaves the door wide open because the Royal Rumble has always been about, okay, who's going to be that guy to get the big push that's going to go to WrestleMania? Because that's what the Rumble has always been. Who's going to WrestleMania? Not to have the champion win and say, oh, well, Roman's going to WrestleMania. It's like, he's going to defend the title at Fastlane. What's the fucking point?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the whole thing with this storyline with Reigns and being the champion, really, if you look at it, it's you can tell WB is trying to rush this story. Because here's the thing.
Oh my god.
Because here's the thing. If Roman had just won the title at the Survivor Series, had been able to keep it, and pretty much through going through TLC, and then getting to this point, like having pretty much going back and forth with Sheamus and the Authority trying to screw him. I think with that, pretty much now getting to here, and then Vince saying, if I can't send one man after you, I'll send 29. I think it would have worked better as a story element then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
because
let me
because basically that's what I'm looking at is the whole point of Roman's title reign has been okay, now Vince is involved, we're gonna ramp up, we're gonna get on him, we're gonna try and knock him down, and I can I can definitely see they might have they might have pulled this same story with Daniel Bryan as champion.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure WWE they probably had some other plan beforehand, but they just had to we got any other options?
It's such a sad time because I've always loved the Royal Rumble match because it shows, okay, who does WWE have the most faith in? It shows they don't really have a lot of faith in their roster. Because who the hell is going to, now that it's for the WWE Championship and Roman Reigns has to defend it, who the hell's going to win it? Are they just going to slap it back on Sheamus and have him keep it till WrestleMania?
Oh, hell no.
And then let Roman have his WrestleMania moment? Stupid. This is stupid. I'm sorry. This match is going to be stupid. And I'm predicting it. I'm predicting it now. Roman's going to retain, and he's going to go to WrestleMania. It's obvious he's going to go to Mania.
Yeah, and
it's just dumb.
I mean,
Well, AJ, I want to say this right now.
Okay.
My feeling is that Roman Reigns is going to be entry number 1 in the Rumble.
Actually, no. Roman's not being the first entrant.
Why?
Big Show.
No, that was cleared up.
That was a fuck up by Big Show.
Or no, it was basically it was just a poor choice of wording.
He was trying to say that he's the first person to enter himself in the Royal Rumble.
Wow, good job, Big Show.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. But the
He's
thing
going to be number 30. Big Show has always gotten the 30th spot in the Royal Rumble.
In a way, yeah.
And he always, every time Big Show gets the 30th spot, number 30 is like, oh, and it's Big Show. You think for a second, he's got a chance of winning this thing. He's the freshest guy in the match, and he's the 30th entrant. He's got the best shot winning. No, he somehow always loses. Fucking idiot. Anyway, continue, Carl.
I'm saying, all right, Roman Reigns, I'm going to guess he's number 1.
Okay.
What would you do? I'm saying it's hypothetical. What would you do if he's thrown over right away?
If Roman was thrown over and Roman lost the title right then and there?
Yeah, he's thrown out in the first 10 minutes, so we know.
I would be very curious as to who would be the WWE champion because then at that point you're guaranteed a new champion. But you also have to keep in mind that who else might enter the Royal Rumble? Let's think for a minute. Sheamus. And if Sheamus enters the match, then I know Sheamus is going to end up winning it.
And then the last two was Sheamus and Heath Slater.
And then it's Heath Slater and Sheamus. Gee, I wonder who's going to win that who's going to win that encounter.
The social outcast.
If that was Cole, if that was the case, he's going to bro kick him into next year. It's like, no. Scratch that. He's going to bro kick him back to the Nexus.
He comes out next week in a Nexus shirt.
It's like, you're gone. You're gone. It's such a foregone conclusion that it's either Roman or Sheamus. It's Roman or Sheamus. WWE does not have faith in their roster. They really don't.
Yeah,
they have faith in Seth Rollins. They have faith in Cena. They have faith in Orton and Cesaro, but they're all injured. The only one out of that pack I just mentioned that's back is Cena. And they're not going to slap the title on John Cena.
Well, don't say that.
Yeah.
And U.S. Championship, possibly. The U.S. title, possibly. But the WWE Championship, they're not going to throw the title right back on John Cena.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, and honestly, I wish they would probably slap it on Bray Wyatt, but they're not going to do that either.
They're not going to put the title on Bray Wyatt now. There's no way.
But
not right now, but that would be awesome if they did.
It would be awesome, but WWE doesn't really have too much faith in Bray Wyatt right now.
But I will definitely say this. Really, one of of course, we have to go back to obviously one of the big things that pretty much caused. I think another reason that we're getting into this really rushed storyline, because more than likely we probably wouldn't be having this whole title with the Rumble thing if Seth Rollins had never been injured.
Yeah, it's true. And it's weird because Seth has done that move so many times, that sunset flip into a powerbomb. That's one of the obviously, we can't speak on how that's done because that's, except Chef, you never tried a move like that, right?
No.
Okay, so we don't know how much pressure that puts on the body. But Seth has done that move so many times, and then the one time he does it and he blows his knee out. If Seth had stayed and he did not get hurt, we'd probably be saying, okay, Roman's going to win the Rumble, and then he would get that shot at WrestleMania.
No, I think Roman would still be champion. I think Roman would be champion right now, but I think what we would end up doing is that Seth and I think that what the original setup would have been Seth and Dean, being the ones going at each other in the Rumble.
Okay.
And because remember, I'm still behind the theory that the original plan for the title match at Mania 32, Mania in Dallas, was going to be a triple threat with the Shield.
I'm pretty
that
sure.
would have been crazy to think about, just because the Shield, I still stand by as like one of the best stables that they had for the longest time, until Rollins decided to they always say you sold out, but no, he didn't sell out. He bought in, but until they broke apart the Shield, and then they all went off on their separate paths. Except in a way, well, the only two that didn't really go separate ways was Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it seems like no matter what they've done, they've still managed to keep themselves tied to each other's storylines. Which I think really, if you think about it, that pretty much kind of was the point, was to basically keep, pretty much the three of them never got too far away from each other. I think that was the entire point of this, was that even though Seth went off and pretty much took the title and all that, the three of them never truly got that far apart.
Yeah, and then we kind of had that. Then we had that brief moment where they triple powerbombed Orton through the table. Kofi wins the Rumble, New Day triple threat at WrestleMania. Then if that was the case, just expect in this case it would be me no, I know exactly what it would be. Unicorn horn poke of death.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is if Kofi somehow wins the Royal Rumble, I'm gonna walk down 8 Mile in Detroit naked in a parade. I'm calling it right now. I'll walk down 8 Mile naked.
You better fucking record it then.
Oh, I will. And I'm probably gonna get some people to
videos or photos, or it never happened.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk down the street and just go, "Hi, everybody."
Oh my God, you just got your freaking.
But I mean, it's kind of funny that they bring that up when Xavier Woods had an interview not too long ago where he basically said one of his goals is to help Kofi be a world champion.
That would be awesome.
That's so nice.
Because he believes that Kofi truly deserves it.
Kofi. That's the thing. Kofi has really proven himself over the last several years. He definitely has that. He has all the tools to be a champion, but it's just that WWE just does not have faith.
That's why until Vince McMahon
management doesn't have faith.
So at the Royal Rumble, I'm just gonna wait for the New Day to sit outside the ring and catch Kofi every time he comes out.
There is one thing
that's
though.
Probably what's gonna happen. Maybe
there has been a rumor flying around regarding because we were just talking about the Royal Rumble. There has been a rumor flying around that supposedly another superstar might be coming back, and he might be actually cleared to go.
No.
And if he comes back, this is going to throw a major monkey wrench into everything.
Okay.
Please don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I know you're going to say, no. Keep him the fuck out of wrestling. I don't want him back until SummerSlam.
Okay.
If you're
I know who you're talking about.
You're wondering who I'm talking about, and by Cole's expressions here, Daniel Bryan.
Fuck you.
Oh, I was going with Brock Lesnar.
No,
I'm fine
No,
with him.
Brock Lesnar's probably going to announce it. Paul Heyman's going to announce him for the Rumble this upcoming Raw, because Brock Lesnar's scheduled to be on this next Raw.
I did hear about that. So New Orleans is turning into Suplex City. Is it New Orleans? Where are they?
I believe so.
I don't want Daniel Bryan back, AJ.
I think it's still a little too early for him.
He's going to paralyze himself.
I know.
Sorry,
I don't want. That's the thing. Hang on. Let me say. I like Daniel Bryan as a competitor. I like Daniel Bryan as a wrestler. Obviously every single person in that crowd, you can tell that he was never forgotten. I mean, we still have the yes chance going on.
Well, it's become a what chant, basically, at this point.
In a way. Sort of.
In a way, I can see that.
And fucking Del Rio still does C.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
well, that's Del Rio. He's an asshole. But I would be okay if they put Daniel Bryan back in the ring, only if he's 100% medically cleared.
Mm-hmm.
Not put him in halfway. Don't put him in half-ass. Don't pull a Randy Orton and go in.
Don't pull a Wade Barrett.
Don't go in knowing you're going to get hurt again.
That too.
Go in only if you know you can compete and WWE medically cleared him. If that's the case, fine. Let him go back in the ring. But just don't put yourself. But if he hurts himself again, and if that's it, that's it. End your career. Go out like Edge did. Edge knew it was time for him to go, and Edge walked away.
Daniel Bryan
might need to do the same thing if he gets hurt again.
Daniel Bryan is a cunt. I will say that full on.
And
he's a great wrestler, but I hate him for 2 reasons.
Okay.
Oh.
I get hate's a strong. I just dislike his ethic because he keeps doing this thing where WWE's not clearing him, so he's going to other doctors to clear him, saying, "Look, this doctor cleared me. This doctor cleared me." I'm like, dude, you fucking got injured twice with a championship. Sit your fucking ass down and shut your mouth.
Yeah,
You are a risk. You are a risk.
That just shows how much he really loves his business and he wants to go back to work.
That's the passion.
Then who knows? I'm not sure if WWE is still paying him while he's recovering.
WWE offered him jobs at NXT in the Performance Center, and he said no. He said no to that. To which I'll say, now you look like an asshole.
But that's Cole. He loves the WWE. He loves wrestling. That's what he wants to do. He doesn't
be a trainer.
He wants to get back in the ring because he knows he can still go.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but shut your mouth. Yeah, I'm not you. Daniel Bryan. I'm sorry, but why should anyone listen to you saying, it's like Rocky getting up, like, Rocky, you've had like 5 concussions. Your brain is like mush right now. I'm getting in the ring. No, you're not. You're taking a break.
Well, let's think of it this way. By the time WrestleMania... by the time... What is it? When did he relinquish the Intercontinental title? Was it like soon after WrestleMania?
He didn't make it to the next pay-per-view.
Okay, so then figure a week or 2 after WrestleMania. So that was like around like early so figure early April. By April he would have been out of the ring for a year if he's not cleared by the Royal Rumble. So it's a double-edged sword because if Bryan is medically cleared and he gets entered into the Rumble match, would that mean that he would be automatically on the fast track to win it?
No.
Because let's not kid ourselves here. If his music hits and he goes into the Rumble match, that crowd will boo the living hell out of anyone else that comes into that match. And if he gets thrown over the top rope and eliminated, the crowd is gonna hate whoever wins it. Even if it is Roman Reigns, the crowd will still hate it because they want it because the crowd wants Daniel Bryan.
So in a way, it's best to keep.
It's a tough spot.
Yeah.
What if it's Brock Lesnar?
I mean, at least it's believable if Brock Lesnar throws his ass out.
If it's Brock, then it's believable. But if Brock Lesnar were to end up winning it, the crowd will still boo because they want Daniel Bryan.
Also, I'm sorry, by the way, sir. I'm sorry if I came off an asshole with my Daniel Bryan thing. It's just I've had discussions so many times with people, and I've gotten to the point where I don't dislike Bryan. Like if Dolph Ziggler comes out, I'm like, eh. If Bryan comes out, I'm excited, but I'm scared. I'm scared that this guy's gonna die.
You're scared that you're scared that he's gonna get hurt again.
Yeah, it's like, why am I gonna? It's like, why would I keep putting all my wrestling for me is putting enjoyment into certain people, like my Cole guys, which are usually shitheads who don't do well. But Bryan's like my guy. I like Bryan, but why would I want to keep putting hope into someone who's gonna keep getting put off the table? It's like hard for me to get into him now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like I still cheer I still cheer for Heath Slater because he's out there every week getting his ass kicked. I still cheer for Enzo Amore because he's out there every week losing but doing a really good promo. Daniel Bryan, it's hard for me to do it because Daniel Bryan comes out, he motivates the crowd, does his thing, and then he gets a neck injury. Yeah. I'm like, it's like, why can't be a Tyson Kidd fan that much?
Yeah. Okay, and sir, this is once again us addressing chat. The WB medical team, yeah, after the whole Punk thing, I'm fairly certain that the WB medical team got an overhaul. At that point, at the very least now, because I mean, after the whole Punk thing, I mean, they did start. There was a lot more focus on when things happen, we need to be a little bit more focused on how to get them back effectively, like not just faster, but just make sure they're back at 100%. Like look at, I mean, especially if you're down at the Performance Center and stuff like that, like that team down there. They make 100% sure that you can go. Like there's what was it because I mean hell, Sami Zayn was kind of the same way. He was basically saying like, hey, you know what, I really want to get back in the ring. I've never been away from the ring this long before.
Right.
And it absolutely was eating on him. But I mean, actually, on the latest episode, or not the latest episode, but I think one of the recent episodes of Breaking Ground, I mean, pretty much Triple H, like, I guess it was a good thing to have Triple H there because, Triple H, infamous, if you remember, yeah, he had a hell of an injury that kept him out for so long.
Mm-hmm. And he was out of the ring for at least, when he blew the quad out in 2001, he was out for...
He was
out for 8 months.
It was 8 months. It was like 8 or 9, something like that.
It was 8 or 9 months, and then he returned. He returned January 2002.
Yeah, and same thing in 2006 too. Remember?
Oh yeah, that was wait.
Oh yeah, because he did the other one.
Yeah, he did the other one.
You forgot.
So he pulled the Kevin Nash, and that was.
Damn it!
It just took 5 years apart.
It's the Click coming back.
Yeah, he definitely heard a click, all right.
Yo, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was bad.
No, that's fun.
You got it. It's fine.
That's something I would expect from Cole.
I mean,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Hashtag that's our Cole.
Hey, but I made the joke. Anyway, but oh god, But I mean, that was one of the best things that Sammy, was getting really frustrated with it, and then Triple H being a big presence in NXT kind of really helped him because he was able to come down there and to talk to him and pretty much be like, hey, it sucks, but I mean, the whole thing you can do everything you can do right now is just focus on making sure you can you can get back to where you were.
Yeah. They need to take it like Rob Van Dam when he injured himself back in 2005, and he was literally out for a year because he knew that if you want the real Rob Van Dam that you all know and love, then you got to give me time to heal.
Then give me time to heal.
Don't grant Rob Van Dam is Rob Van Dam. So
yeah, and I mean, here's another thing to. I was just thinking of it, but on the Sami Zayn injury, it was funny how everybody was looking at when he got power bombed or something like that. That's when the injury happened, and according to when he talked to the cameras on Breaking Ground, where the injury actually happened was when he was making his entrance and he threw his arms up. Apparently, that's when something in his shoulder popped. Right then.
Oh,
what an asshole!
He just did a simple. It happens all the time. You do a simple move and then something happens. But he basically felt like something was off there, but he decided he was going to go ahead and do the match. So, I think if he had not done the match, it probably would have been less of an issue. I think the match is probably what caused his injury to be enough to keep him out so long.
Wait, was it as bad as when Vince McMahon went down last week? Oh, my neck. My neck.
No, but you remember when he came out for the you remember when he came out for the U.S. Open Challenge,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, when he got up on the ring steps and he basically motioned to the crowd and did that thing. Apparently, when he did that, that's where it actually, like, that's where the tear actually happened.
Oh my god, that's like.
I'm sorry, that sounds so stupid. I know,
That
I
doesn't
should
sound really
feel
fun.
bad, but I'm just listening to that going, you fucking injure yourself on the entrance. That's like Randy Orton banging his fist against the mat and injuring himself.
Which did happen.
It did
Okay,
happen.
yeah. Here's the other thing, Cole. Because I'm gonna basically shut you up right now. Remember, what was Sami Zayn going through prior to going out on that entrance?
NXT. Kevin
Where
Owens.
he had been powerbombed into the ring twice or 3 times.
I get that, dude.
So basically, yeah, it was probably something that was developing. That right there. Remember, the thing that actually does it can always be a minor catalyst. Because I mean, if you think about it, think about it. Think about this. Triple H, when he tore that quad, he was technically only running when he did it.
Yeah.
and that's why it looks so weird.
Yeah, and then you could see it in the footage. You knew something was up when he went down.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could tell it right away. And then think of it this way again with Triple H. He had to do another spot in that match. He had like another 11. It was like another 11 minutes, right?
I think it was something like that. And then it was. I think
It was against Jericho, wasn't
He had
it?
to
yeah,
do a
and the
spot
original
with
and the
Triple
original
H.
spot on the table was supposed to be, I think, Triple H pedigreeing him.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Triple H pedigreeing him, and Jericho reversed it into Walls of Jericho. So
And I think during the match, Jericho pretty much asked him, "Are you sure you want me to do this?"
yeah, and Triple H said, "Just do it." He didn't care. He wanted to send that crowd. He wanted to send that crowd home happy. That's passion for the business.
Fucking Chris.
But
Well,
anyway,
granted,
so
he's lucky to be married to Stephanie.
Tails, we mentioned that before. Yeah, Vince McMahon did injure himself just by coming
Oh
into the
yeah,
ring.
that was the
Oh,
Royal
yeah.
Rumble.
Oh yeah, that too.
well, it wasn't walking to the ring. It was like he got into the ring, stood up, and then like apparently his knees just went.
No, it's because when he came into the ring, he smashed both his knees against the side, and they tried to get him. He was like, no.
Yeah. Vince McMahon's old man body is breaking down.
Yeah.
He's such a piece.
No, but that's actually what happened when Vince was running to the ring. It wasn't when he hit the ring. No, it was when he left his feet to slide into the ring. As soon as he leapt off the ground, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it for him, and both
Yeah.
knees were torn.
All right, but anyway, we're so
About 15
we're
minutes.
getting. Let's see, we are kind of coming up on my time that I set for us.
Let's break it.
What?
Nothing.
But at the very least, I think there's one other thing we got to talk about because otherwise, let's see, as far as the storylines go, we talked about the Rumble thing happening. We talked about some guys coming back. We got because while we were away, Sami Zayn did make his return in NXT. We had NXT London during the time, which was a solid show. And actually was, and two people, well, three different things happened that night, which were definitely big deals for those particular talents. One, Dash and Dawson absolutely solidified themselves.
They won my respect. Became my third favorite tag team.
Yeah. Nia Jax actually finally looked good.
I still don't think she should have tapped out. She should have fallen asleep.
Yeah. But, so it was that, and Baron Corbin. That was a great night for him.
Baron Corbin finally had a great night.
I like Baron Corbin.
Like, Baron Corbin has been going out and giving us solid performances. He's been doing that. He's been giving us solid performances, and his character has definitely been coming along. But yeah, London was absolutely his best showing.
For sure.
And yeah, because if you've watched Breaking Ground, Baron Corbin is very anxious to get to the roster.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, no, calm down, son. Like there are people who've been waiting a lot longer than you.
Yeah, he recognizes that. Like, yeah, when Tyler got the call up, he had no problems with that.
By the way, you know last week's Breaking Ground was the last one of season 1, right?
Yeah,
and they
last
don't
one of
know if
season
come
1.
back for season 2.
they should have a comeback for season 2.
They're probably going to do a season 2.
I
right,
absolutely
right with
love
season 2 of
Breaking
Swerved, which is coming out.
Did they wait? What?
Season 2. All right, so Heath Slater So this kind of got accidentally announced when Heath Slater did that Michael Cole interview. He asked him straight up, "Is this swerved? Are we doing another swerve thing?" And then that indirectly lets WWE saying, "Yeah, we're filming another season of Swerved."
Well, I mean, then again, that was really that you can't say Heath did something wrong there because they had that show and he was probably it could have just been a joke about the show.
Yeah,
like it didn't have to necessarily mean that there was filming going on.
Yeah.
But I think someone confirmed that there is another season.
Yeah, I think it's because somebody of course fans then probably went to WB and said, "Hey, is that actually happening?"
Shit.
I mean, think about it. If there wasn't filming going on, they could have easily just said no. No, he was just making a joke.
That's the joke.
But they chose to basically say, you know what? Yeah, we're shooting another season.
Thank God. I actually love Swerve.
Yeah, so I definitely look forward to seeing what they'll do if they do another season of Breaking Ground, because obviously with Breaking Ground, the main filming went from just before Brooklyn through Respect, and but then for those of you who haven't watched it, I'm sorry if I'm telling you all this, but at the very end of the season finale, it actually updates all the way through London.
Yeah. And doesn't the season finale have Tyler Breeze getting called up?
Yeah, the season finale, the last thing that happens is Tyler Breeze gets called up, and he's pretty much and in fact, the very last piece of footage is literally his entrance, is literally the start of his entrance for Miz TV.
That's great.
That's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
He made it, and now it's doing nothing.
Yeah,
really, once again, I think that can be traced back to Seth Rollins' injury. Because really, he was being set up for a solid first feud with Dolph Ziggler.
And
then that got fucked up.
How did that get fucked up again?
Because then they had the tournament and they chose to throw Breeze in there.
Oh, yeah.
And lost to Dean. And now he's not doing anything with Summer, so I don't know what he's doing.
Because friggin' Summer Rae and him decided to go separate ways. What are they going to do now with Tyler Breeze? This is why I'm always scared. Whenever they call up guys to the main roster, I'm always fucking terrified for them.
Yeah, which actually, kind of interesting enough, that's one of the things going around, which is why maybe it's Bayley's being held back from being called up for the Divas.
Please keep Bayley in NXT, please.
Because people are pretty much looking at it on the main roster. She is literally everybody is looking at it as there's only two ways for it to go. One, she's either going to become like the John Cena of Divas, or it's gonna completely bust.
Oh my God, that's why I'm terrified for people if Baron Corbin gets called up to the main roster. I'm terrified for Bayley. I don't want to see these talent that are great. I don't want to see them fail.
I honestly don't want to see.
Look at Neville. What the hell is Neville doing? He's getting beat up by Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens though, but part of me doesn't want to see Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy on the main roster. But at the same time, they are going to win the tag team championships in NXT, so I don't know what else they can do.
I don't want to see Bayley called up to Raw, only to get completely eaten alive by the crowd.
What kind of fucked up world do we live in where people are scared to go to the main roster? It's like, it's like that scene. It's like those scenes like Alien. It's like oh, I can't make that joke. No, forget that. Forget that. They ended that shit.
Cole, do you want to know why? Because there's probably some of them are terrified that creative will have nothing for them, and they're just going to do nothing but job. And they're going to have barely any TV time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and because honestly, I'm going to say this at the very least. If Bayley's going to be called up anytime soon, I don't think she's leaving NXT until after the Dallas event.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh man,
because here's the other part of that. Because obviously the definite thing with the Divas division right now is that that the big build up for the Divas title at Mania is we're at least seeing PCB in the match.
Well, why Paige?
Because this whole thing started with Paige and Charlotte. And now Becky and Charlotte. Well, Charlotte. Okay, for those of you that don't know this, Charlotte has pretty much officially gone full heel turn.
Yeah, because she beat the hell out of Becky Lynch on Raw.
Yeah, because Becky beat her. So yeah, we're definitely gonna get Becky versus Charlotte for the. Becky versus Charlotte for the title is on SmackDown.
Woo!
And so it's like, so it's gonna do something at the Rumble, but then. I really think we may get. I think Sasha is going to get thrown into this at some point, so it could be triple threat between. It could be PCB and Sasha, like a 4-way, or we could see a triple threat of Sasha, basically the 3 NXT people that came up.
Or we could have that triple threat and then Bayley gets thrown in there as a 4th.
No.
No, they're not going to. I'm sorry, no, Bayley's not going to.
That's 4 horsewomen.
Yeah, but they're not gonna debut Bayley at Mania. I'm sorry, but they're really not.
If they could do it for Fandango, they could do it for Bayley.
If there's anything they're gonna do for Bayley, they'll probably bring Bayley in the night after, because that's what they did for Paige.
Mm-hmm.
It's a possibility. The possibility is there, because like we always know, the night after WrestleMania always leads to either a big return or someone gets called up.
Yeah.
So that's
Who was it last year?
What?
Who was it last year?
Wasn't it Neville?
No,
Yeah,
was it?
I'm sure it was Neville.
It was Neville, and then
Was that right after Mania?
yeah. Oh yeah. What's Neville doing now?
Yeah.
Neville's getting like.
Well,
fucked up.
yeah. Unfortunately, you
He
see,
was
Neville
with
had a
Stephanie
solid
Bell?
start. Neville honestly had a solid start. Just that after SummerSlam, it pretty much creative completely forgot about him.
Yeah, it's like what, and then what happened in Brooklyn? He got the shit kicked out of him by Kevin Owens.
Honestly, I'm just gonna buy my tickets for NXT Brooklyn 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Woo.
And then I might go to my brother says we're going to SummerSlam. I'm like, I want to go to NXT, but I'll go to SummerSlam too. I just want to go to NXT.
If anything, that's the one place I want to be. It's freaking.
I'm gonna say to my brother, you should come with me at NXT and see how good it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
NXT.
Tails brings up a good point because for Bayley to come up, someone has to beat her. There's nobody. Well, yeah, and you actually
Dana
mentioned the name right there. Emma has definitely turned herself around since coming back to NXT.
There's Dana Brooke. There's
well, actually, Dana Brooke.
Brooke.
Well, apparently,
Dana Brooke's
Dana Brooke is actually recovering from an injury right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's actually wait, yeah. There's no one besides Emma then.
Well,
Except
Emma
Emma
is dating Zack Ryder right now.
Wait, seriously?
Is she
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
Both their careers went to the same place.
Actually, well, okay. Here's the thing: Breaking Ground at the end of it was really doing this big thing of like, hey, these things could be happening, and one of them was talking about the WB main roster might be getting hyped.
The hype bros.
He's gonna
Like,
fail
literally,
so hard, but I'll-
Like literally, go watch the last episode of Breaking Ground and watch at the end. They literally go through this whole montage of people they've been following, and when they brought up Mojo's part with the whole hype bros thing, they were like it really feels like they're hinting at this is gonna happen.
I fucking
Listen,
listen.
hype
I know
bros-
people hate the hype bros, and I don't know why. I love the hype bros.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say that I've ever heard love and Zack Ryder in the same sentence coming from your mouth.
Well, it wasn't Zack Ryder, it was hype bros, but kind of the same
Hey,
thing.
Zack Ryder's a part of the hype bros. So
Yeah, but it wasn't the words. Whatever. The thing is, listen, hype bros theme is hype as hell, and I literally work out to that theme. It's so good. The thing is,
fuck off, Tails.
She's just dating Ryder to get the scene.
What the hell? That's what buried him.
Oh no.
It was
But
kicking that fucking asshole.
but the thing is
What
about
was
Zack
doing
Ryder.
shit?
why he was on, like, he's still on the main roster technically. He was on that Miz TV segment in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if this would get over, because maybe the main roster will like Mojo Rawley more than the fucking asshole NXT fans. But we'll have to see. But I still think Enzo Amore and Cass will be better opponents for New Day than they would.
I honestly believe that if anyone that might get called up, after WrestleMania, possibly Enzo and Cass.
You fucking believe it? Yeah.
Think about
Yeah. I'm scared for them, but I want to see New Day Enzo Cass.
it. I'd like to see that too, and I would like to see Bayley on the main roster, but I'm scared as hell for her. I don't want Bayley to fail.
Yeah.
Because Bayley's fun to watch.
Can we get can we just get Enzo and Cass managed by DDP?
Yes! Please.
So we just get the trifecta of New Jersey, New York.
Yes, please.
And DDP keeps promoting DDP yoga. It's like, why DDP yoga?
What's the thing he did with Chris? What was the thing he did with Christian with the temper tantrums?
It's not. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
And he had the goofy ass, and he had the freaking goofy ass smile.
Oh, don't want Bailey to faily.
Don't want Bayley to fail. Yeah, I don't want Bayley to fail it. I don't want that to happen. She's too good of a talent.
Creative stopping us now. There is nowhere to go.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
But okay, let me see. So, yeah, we're probably looking to wrap up soon. But I know there was one. There is only one other thing, and we're gonna make this the last thing we talk about because it's not a huge thing, but it is kind of neat because once again, WWE is setting us up with something that could work out fantastic, but it could also be destined to fail horribly. And that is our newest stable that has been founded as of Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah, those guys.
We literally, it was weird because, Dolph Ziggler comes out, and then Heath Slater's music hits, and we're like, oh, hey, Heath Slater's got a match. And Heath Slater walks out with 3 other men. He walks out with Adam Rose, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas. And we're like, huh, well, okay, that's interesting. And so Heath Slater goes and has the match, and 3 other guys are all on the side, are all at ringside, and thanks to them, they basically help Heath Slater get a victory over Dolph Ziggler to start the year. To which then they go up onto the ramp and cut their first promo together, which is Adam Rose and Curtis Axel. Well, Curtis Axel was kind of hilarious when he did it, but Adam Rose just seemed like he completely forgot what he was going to say. Because
he just kept repeating himself, didn't he?
Yeah, both of them did the same thing. Both of them did the same thing, repeating themselves. But Axel was way more into it.
We found Axel.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, but then then Bo Dallas pretty much put a little bit into it. But then Heath Slater gets the mic back and puts the name to this group, or at least we're assuming that this is the name, and they are the Social Outcasts.
Kill me now.
It kind of makes sense.
Because basically we've got 4 guys that they're not that high on the roster, but they all have their followings.
They have a former 2-time tag champ, they have a former IC champ, they have a former NXT champ, and they have a dude who killed a rabbit and chopped him up into stew.
Rabbit stew.
Yeah.
You killed the bunny!
Oh, he killed Bunny!
You did not the bunny! You did not the bunny!
Yeah,
But
it's kind of funny. But as soon as they came out, and as they came out, me and Cole were watching at the same time. We both realized that this was already. We instantly realized they were forming a stable, and the first thought that came to mind was we just got Job Squad 2.0.
Oh God!
This is a highlight of Heath Slater's career right here. By the way, I should say. Real quick. What culture put up a top 5 wrestlers who should join the Social Outcast stable?
What?
Fucking 1 is Jack Swagger.
Well.
And it's a picture of him with the eagle.
Of course.
No. Wait. Hang on.
Here's a picture.
It shouldn't be Swagger that joins that stable. It should be the Swagger Soaring Eagle.
You mean Chavo?
Wait, what?
The eagle was Chavo.
What?
Chavo Guerrero?
No,
Is that
Was
what
it
you told me?
I don't believe that.
I find that hard to believe too.
That is a load of bullshit. I don't believe that. No, it couldn't.
He
have
was
been.
the eagle in WWE. Hold on.
I don't believe this.
Chavo Guerrero Jr.
We are not ending this show. We are not ending this show
Fact-checking.
until we find this out.
Fact checking shows that it was Jack Swagger's eagle.
Oh my god.
He was. Go to his wiki and go to Final Storylines, asshole. It's true.
I'm looking at it right now. Chavo, you've gone from Kerwin White to this. How low can you go, man?
Well, he's with Hornswoggle.
Yeah, he went from then he went to Hornswoggle, and then he went to TNA. So
Whatever happened to that guy?
he went to TNA, and no one ever heard from him again.
I meant Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle ate him.
Oh.
There you go. That's what happened to Chavo Guerrero. He was eaten by Hornswoggle. Anyway.
And he fucking still had a feud with fucking Hornswoggle as the eagle and lost.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so on that note, I think it's about time to wrap things up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're pretty much good to go here, because that was about the last thing I really could bring up. And I mean, we talked about some of the major stuff anyway, and So anyway, looking at that, we've done what we can to review what we can remember. It we'll probably be a little bit more focused going forward, because now this one we're kind of making up for lost time. And now going forward, we'll actually have like a 2-week time frame to look at. But yeah, so once again, this show has pretty much gone to a bi-weekly recording schedule. As far as getting the recorded versions out on YouTube, that's once again, I'm still going to put that to whenever we get it turned around in editing. That's really it. So it's not, I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be like we're gonna record one Tuesday, then the next Tuesday is that version up on YouTube. I'm still gonna say we record on the Tuesday and then it comes out, and then just 2 weeks after the recording, that's when we record again.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see how that goes moving forward.
Suki, just a little bit of behind the scenes here, guys. Yeah, that recording we did with when Trent was here.
Yeah,
I still have that. So if you,
if at the very least you want to isolate out the segment where we were just if you want to isolate out everything except because I think that was us predicting the pay-per-view.
That was TLC. I could just take that entire one segment where Trent just went off on we were talking about the status of WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I can just edit out, and then I can just get you know what I mean? Give you that particular portion of the audio, and then you can upload that.
And then if that's already up on the channel, enjoy that. If it's not out yet, look forward to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for this show, as of for January 5th, we are done. Let's get. Before we head out, let's go ahead and review where the lovely people can find us all on the social media and things of that nature, starting with Cole.
You can find me on everything as Cole Train Forever.
Next.
Very simple, very to the point.
Next, AJ.
You can find me on Twitter at punkgamer. Who the hell's gonna follow anyway? Because I don't think anyone here uses Twitter. So
I do.
I know you
usually-
do. I know
I
you.
bother you.
I'm talking the audience, but anyway. But yeah, if you want to follow me there, punkgamer, easy3, blah blah blah.
Sorry, I was just... No, stop distracting me, Kat. Anyway, Chef.
You can find me on Twitter at Joe Off the Island, and you can find me on YouTube at Chef Joe G19.
All right. I'm at Tsukisama87 on Twitter. Pretty much, I'm Tsukisama87 just about anywhere you can think about it. But then on YouTube, of course, the YouTube channel is the Otaku Send Backup. If you're watching this on YouTube, you already know that. If you're watching this from somewhere else, hey, we're gonna put these up every so often, so yeah, gotta join us. I don't know why I was thumbs upping, because this is an audio thing.
You're fucked.
Did you really?
I literally did like the double thumbs up with the stupid grin.
Okay, you gotta send me that picture.
You
now.
just gotta believe.
Just for that, like you're dead to me.
But
I thought I've been dead to you for like at least 6 months at this point.
Now you're even more dead.
So, wow.
all right,
Wow,
so
I'm right down there with Chavo.
all right, this is quickly falling apart. I think I need to go ahead and just say, all right, until next time. For those of you watching this live, we'll see you for the next one on the 19th of January. So with that in mind, for everybody else here on the panel, thank you all for coming out, and we'll see you all next time on OA Wrestling.
God help us,
Remember,
WWE.
a winner is you.